He's Stonebraker and he does stuff, yeah. Feel the hum of the wheels out there. Not perfect, but he dares to dream. Hit that subscribe, make that bell scream.
All right, and take two for the day. What's up, YouTube? Stonebraker does stuff. Riding the Mokwheel Basalt. It is just before 5 p.m. and not lying, it is 4:59, so just before 5 p.m. On a, it's below 50 now, and the sun's gone down, so we're gonna call it a little chilly. Saturday, February 28th, 2026. Last day of February. I don't know if it's just me, but I swear these last 2 months, first 2 months I should say, of 2026 have just flown by. And hopefully his car doesn't run. Well, maybe if they do run me over, that would be good. Let me go around here. Sorry, always trying to look out for that insurance money. My leg hurts. Oh, you broke my neck. Anyways, the reason for the late start today is we had pretty good weather today. It was in the mid-50s for most of the day. It was sunny most of the day, and I wanted to make good use out of it because, to be honest with you, this Midwest weather, I have no idea what's going on. I thought it was supposed to be in like the high 50s and 60s next week, and I think it is like 50s, but I've also heard there's a chance either a Sunday night or Monday night, I think it's Sunday night, that we can get some snow. And one dude, and when I say dude, I mean a weather guy, I could have swore he saw like 4 to 6 inches, which there's no way. So I think I was dreaming about that or something, but I feel like I saw something saying that there's a possibility we could get some snow. But then like I know Tuesday it's supposed to be in the high 50s, so, and then I also heard like rain, we could get a lot of rain next week, which is bad for me when it comes to riding e-bikes, but we really need to rain, so if we get rain, that'll be okay. I'll just have to sacrifice my e-bike riding ego down a little bit for the good of the Midwest people and farmers. But I went out today and probably, oh man, like 8-9 months ago, I posted a video. We'll get past this lady here so she doesn't think I'm insane. Hi. I'm good, how are you? Good. Yep. Well, she talked to me, so obviously she doesn't think I'm insane. Maybe I should just keep talking to myself and maybe people will communicate more. But I posted a video, I think it's the, there's a guy about ran me over. I think it was a video where I posted like back to Kickapoo or whatever. Anyways, so I had planned on about 8-9 months ago. I had planned on taking a bike to what I thought was a town that had trails throughout the town. And it's about an hour away. It's in Rantoul, Illinois. So it's not actually far from the location of my last few videos, the back to Illinois videos. It's not very far from that. And when I looked last year, I saw it was like trails throughout the town, and it said there was like 9 miles. So most of the trails that I've ridden are rail trails. I don't have a lot of experience with trails that are broken up throughout towns and go through urban areas. I don't know if I like that. But I tried, and like I had a hell of a time finding the trails last time. I did find at least a part of a trail last time, and my SD card wasn't working. I forgot to bring something. It was just a big mess. I had to go to Walmart, and it took forever to finally get ready to start the video. And when I started, there was a dude that was fishing, and he was just a dick bag. So once he turned into his dick bag, I was like, you know what? Screw this town. I'm just gonna go back and drive 20 minutes to Kickapoo, which is on my way home, and make a video there, which I did. So I thought, I want to go other places, but I don't want to go to like these places that are like long rail trails and stuff that I think I'm going to really enjoy. I don't want to do that until we're dealing with constantly warm weather. And I want to do that during the summer. But it's tough because we get a randomly nice day and I'm like, hey, this would be a good day to do something like that. So I thought going to Rantoul again would be another option. I tried to do a little bit more research this time to actually find the trails and see where the trails were. And I downloaded a new app. I think it was called All Trails. And I checked Google Maps. I did everything. And I saw on the maps the little green lines. It's supposed to tell me these are trails. So I thought, okay, Did you guys hear that big popping noise in my front tire? I swear to God, if I ran over something again, I'm gonna have another flat. I think I'm good. I think I just ran over something big. So I drove about an hour there today. I found the beginning of one of the trails, and I thought, okay, I can clearly see on my app, I can see the green lines, I see blue lines, these are bike trails. I can just use my two eyeballs and just keep going, and I'll make sure, you know, if it is through town and I gotta take lefts and rights and I gotta go over city streets, I'll be able to do it. So I did it, and like, yeah, I rode about 3 miles, and I would probably say after a mile and a half, the trails were just non-existent. It was sidewalks, ghetto sidewalks. You had to ride some of the road, and I was trying to follow, and the sun was beating down, so I couldn't even see my phone, and it was just a pain in the butt, like not worth it. So I had a video recorded today, and like I said, I had like 4 miles filmed, and then of course, first off, I just wasn't really feeling it today. I didn't really, you got to be in a specific mood to record these videos, especially if you want to make them somewhat interesting and a little bit different, especially if you're like me and you're just riding the same bike right now in the same spot. I want to try to at least make them somewhat entertaining. So I did that, and I quit. I got mad, I stopped filming, I deleted the video. I think I may have a little introduction video I posted. If I do, I'll put that right here. Hey, what's up YouTube? Stonebraker does stuff. I am out here in the great state, yet again, of Illinois. Today I'm in Rantoul, Illinois. Got the Mokwheel. I put it on a Cravot Cybberrack E2. So I'm gonna have a 1-year review of this bike rack coming up, probably in about a month and a half. I've had this thing on my back of my car pretty much all year. It has gone through negative temperatures, sand from the roads, snow, rain, absolutely everything. And I mean, it's really dirty and it does have some rust spots, but still works perfectly fine. So this was a really great investment. And again, I'll have a video of it, a month or so. So that was a little intro, and I was excited. Sun was out, it was like 55, and I like riding. I feel a lot of like accomplishment when I can get my bike on my bike rack, and when I can just go to new places. I really enjoy that. And then all that joy just went down when I was just having issues. Maybe I need to actually go to these towns before and maybe ask around or try to find out to get a better idea. But I don't know. I think I'm 0 for 2 right now with trying to get a nice ride in Rantoul, Illinois. So I think we may try one more time someday in the future, but 0 for 3, I don't think is gonna happen. So I wanted to drive through here so you guys can see these cool murals. Actually posted a screen thumbnail on that one right there about a year ago on the Sonata Mare. Here's a blast from the past. And yeah, I'm not gonna be able to go over there. So that whole day today was pretty much a waste. And then I thought, well, you know, it's 5 o'clock. I can probably still get out and get a little video in and upload it. And I wanted to just maybe ride out in the country today, but probably to do that, it's going to be a longer ride. And when I actually got to riding, I'm like, you know what? I don't want to go out in the country. I just want to kind of ride in town. So yeah, no topics, nothing exciting. Just me and the fantastic Mokwheel Basalt 2.0, and it has definitely chilled down right now. It's probably in the low 40s. I'm sure we'll probably see some people out here. Yep, I already see somebody walking a doggo. But yeah, this year so far just absolutely flying by. All right, so in this situation, am I gonna get to say on your left? I think I am. Now her doggo's on the left. I think she'll probably look back and see me before because the way the dog is, but let's see here. Oh, excuse me, sorry.
Okay, he heard you.
Nope, she was right. The dog heard me before she did. All right, looks like it's starting to rain a little bit here too as well. Let me get past here without hitting a yellow pole. Yes, congratulations, Adam. You did not hit the pole again. I am on a roll. But I will tell you what, this hill, I got this pedal assist 3 and I've always just been cruising, and I'm having to give it some leg pressure to get up that. You know, it would be cool, and this will never happen, but there's a few things that I wish they would do to improve this trail. They finished the trail, which is the greatest thing ever. Hallelujah. I wish they would, I don't know if they've got any money left from that. If they did, I'm assuming they're putting it towards the trestle, turning it into a walking and a riding bridge, which I don't think they even have enough money to finish that. I think they're going to do half of it. But, you know, I'd like to see them fix the part of the trail on the north side. You've watched my videos, you know the part I'm talking about. It's just boom, 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 boom. It's just those specific spots. This right here, you know, for the most part, is easy riding. I mean, the trail is pretty smooth. There's a few spots like right here, but I mean, there's like a water sewer deal. I don't even know what it's called right there, but like there's no cracks in this part of the trail. And then of course the new part is like butter smooth. I just wish they would like fix that a little bit, and I don't know why they wouldn't. They've got the money to totally complete that part of the trail. You think they'd have a little bit of money aside to upgrade and fix that. Supposedly they do. Supposedly they've got pretty good banking of money for like repairs and stuff over the next decades or whatever it is. But that's just like maintenance stuff. I'd like to see them add like more tables. There was a picnic table up here, but I think it'd be cool if they kind of had like some resting areas along this, not necessarily this part, but there's a few other parts where the trail is crappy, where they've got tables, but the tables are like falling apart and they're really brittle. So I like to see them like put some legit, like how about right there, you know? I'd also, and this will never happen, but I think it'd be cool to have like a bike station. You know, not necessarily just for e-bikes, but just like a little station built where you can do repairs on your bike. Maybe have like a little bike clamp or something, and maybe even just have like basic tools. I'm pretty sure it probably gets stolen if they had tools there, knowing people. But yeah, like, and then of course, you know, my dream of dreams as a middle-aged midlife crisis e-bike rider is it'd be cool if they had like a charging station for e-bikes. I mean, there's enough people in this town. I had 2 people today When I was driving home from Rantoul, I had 2 people today ask me about e-bikes for their kids. So, and I just saw, prior to I started filming this, I did just see some kids out, like 6 or 7 kids, probably 12 to 14-year-olds, all out on e-bikes. So either they're enjoying the electric lifestyle or they've started a gang and they're gonna start terrorizing the town. And maybe we should all lock our doors for the preteen e-bike gang that's on its way. But it's definitely growing, and there's just a lot of the trail where it's just nothingness. Like, let's stop the nothingness and let's build somethingness. I don't care, build something there, build something here. You know, put a limbo pole right in the middle where we got a limbo. You know, just make people sign waivers. You know, if you hit the limbo pole and you die, don't sue us. You know, the limbo pole might be pushing it a little bit, but yeah, can we get like maybe a bathroom? Can we build a bathroom out here too? I mean, I know as a man, we got woods, and it's very simple when there's no one around to, you know, do what men do when they gotta pee and there's nobody around. But, you know, I don't want to get like a indecent exposure citation for urinating on a path. You know, you think you're all alone, and then great Granny Sandy walks by and she sees you doing your thing and she has a heart attack, and next thing you know, you're locked up, banned from the trail. And then they find out you were going 15 miles an hour on the 12-mile-per-hour trail speed limit. Then they get you for that, and then your life is just ruined, all because you had to go to the bathroom. So yeah, like right here would be nice too. Like, they've cleared this out. Let's put a bathroom right there. I know they probably don't own the land, but let's do something like that. So those are just the dreams that will probably never happen. But yeah, sitting areas for people that actually walk the trail. Bathroom would be perfect scenario. E-bike charging station would be never going to happen. And then of course, just like a bike station. I think a bike station would be a good idea too. Just something built and people can work on their bikes, put a little bench, and I think it would be a good idea. And I can't go through a recent video without talking about my bike plans in April. So I'm really torn, guys. I know the Nomad is going to be here, so we can pretty much pencil that and granite. Get a permanent tattoo on your hand, whatever you need to do, but that'll be here. And I am going to get a long-range e-bike, but, you know, I don't want to go crazy money-wise. I'm really debating, like, I've been looking at sheds. You know, I just posted a video 3 or 4 videos back about the shed, so that's pretty obvious. But I've also, like, I've been thinking about buying a van. Like, I'm talking like one of those Chevy Astro vans that's shaped like an ice cube. You know what I'm talking about, one of these bad boys. Or if I can find one like cheap enough, like a Sprinter van. I don't know, I just need something like, I think a van would be kind of cool because it would serve 2 purposes. It would act like a shed. As long as I get a big enough van, I can just keep my e-bikes in the back of the van. I can build or buy something like little stands to make sure that they're always sitting upright. And then of course, not only would it act as a storage for my shed all year round, but I could take it. If I want to go somewhere else, I don't have to worry about the bike rack. I don't have to worry about like maybe it's gonna rain and get the bike wet. So that's kind of been that has been tossing around in my mind, because realistically, you know, I'm not gonna spend 10 grand on a van. But like if I'm looking at sheds, unless I find a used one, which you can probably find, but then you got to find someone that's going to come out and, you know, they're going to, you got to pay someone to move it for you. And that's where the big bucks are. But if I buy an 8x10 or an 8x12 shed, I'm looking at probably $2,500 to $3,000. I could probably find a van for that. Now, it's not going to be a van that I'm going to drive daily. But I also want to make sure that I don't buy like a piece of junk van and just say, hey, this will work. I can store my bikes in it. And then I just have a van sitting there that doesn't work. It just keeps my e-bikes in. And then also on a smaller scale, you know, I'll have to get insurance on the van, which granted would be like $8 a month. I'd get the cheapest insurance. And then I'd have to pay, you know, you got to gas it and maintenance and stuff like that. So I don't know why that came into my mind. I think it's because I've just seen a lot of, I had a Chevy Astro van back in the day, like 11 or 12 years ago. I bought an $800 Chevy Astro van because I didn't want to have any car payments anymore. And I thought it was going to be a great idea. And I got the guy down from $2,300 to $800. And it was a good van for like 4 months. And then it just, I don't even know what happened to it. It quit working. I can't remember what I did with it. I remember it died and it was parked halfway out of my driveway and halfway in the road. I feel like I donated it to like that company that you can donate cars to. I don't even know what happened to it, but yeah, and I liked it really. I liked having that big ass van and a lot of storage room, so I don't know, we'll see. But who knows? I mean, that's probably a terrible idea, but since when have I been known to make great financial decisions when it comes to spending money? Yeah. Now, if you talk to me in 2 weeks about buying a van, like right now, I'll tell you, oh man, that's a good idea. You know, I can store my bikes in it all year. I can take it places. I don't have to worry about my bikes getting rained on if it's on the bike rack or anything. And then, let's go this way real quick. But if you ask me in 2 weeks, I'll be like, what the hell? What? I never said that. A van? I'm not an old lady. I don't need a van. So I don't know. The only thing I can tell you is the Nomad 2 will be purchased. I don't know. I'm just ready to get to that point, though, when I'm able to actually purchase that. And I'm actually ready to get to the point when I can look at this house and not utterly puke, because it is the biggest house I have ever seen, and it's like, it looks like a freaking church. I want to know who's moving into this bad boy. Is it the mayor? Because this whole subdivision net right here is brand new. He has his hand in it. I think he owns it or he's a partner in it. I don't know, but every time I see that house, I just want to know. Did Michael Jordan move to town? Denzel Washington. Is it Mr. Beast? I don't know. I'm kind of curious what that house would cost too. It's got a 3-car garage. These are all new too. I'm pretty sure these are going to be for like old people. So I may be living in one of these in like 6 months, but these are really nice too. This whole subsection is going to be really nice when I get it finished. It's supposed to like really expand the town. It's supposed to be like 90 houses. I don't know. But I did want to just drive by that house and drool with envy, knowing I probably can't afford one of those windows on that house, let alone the house itself or closet. I have no idea how long I've been recording, but if you stayed with me, thank you guys so much. And also, and I lost a sub, I noticed that, but I was up to 701 subs, so that's a gain of like 34 subs in about 3 weeks. So thank you guys so much for that. I did notice though, I was down to 700 right before this ride. So if you're that one guy that subbed away from me, it's okay. I forgive you. We all make mistakes. You know, I'm not gonna think bad thoughts. I'm not gonna wish that, you know, like you don't pay your car insurance or you forget your car payment and your car gets repoed, or you're late to work for 3 weeks in a row and they fire you, or, you know, you're cooking French fries in 15-day-old grease and you get a grease fire and you lose your kitchen. I mean, I'm not gonna wish anything like that, but for those of you that have subbed, again, I'm gonna say thank you so much. I'm gonna mention again, I'm in a battle with a guy that has no idea he's in a battle with me. He's an older gentleman that does e-bike videos, and from seeing his videos, he seems to be retired, and in the South, he has a lot of videos that I envy, and I wish I could ride my e-bike there. But I'm kind of sneaky on him because he doesn't get a lot of views. I don't get a lot of views, but he gets less views than me, but he keeps getting a lot of subs. So So that battle will continue. I believe I'm like 34 subs away from him. I was like 60 some. He's probably gonna kick my butt because he's uploading daily. And I think that's the key. I really think that's the key to YouTube subs, is just keep uploading videos. Don't worry about how many views you have. Like if you just keep uploading, you know, some random dude at 2:15 in the morning is gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna watch this video. And then he's gonna be like, hey, this is okay. So if you're that dude and you watch my videos, I'll gladly take that 2:15 a.m. hey, this is okay mindset if you subscribe. All right, guys, so we're gonna go ahead and end the video here. Again, this was just a random video to make up for the lack of the video today. Nothing planned, nothing exciting. We'll just get out and ride an e-bike and see what happens. So that's one of my favorite things to do. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the ride. And as always, thank you for spending your time helping me waste my time. And I will see you in the next one.